A tearful Joe Biden took center stage on opening night of the Democratic National Convention on Monday, delivering a farewell speech to the party he has served for half a century, after he reluctantly ended his re-election bid in July and endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris to replace him on the Democratic ticket. Biden praised Harris and her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, as the best hope for preserving American democracy.
Are you ready to vote for democracy and for America? Let me ask you, are you ready to elect Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, President and Vice President of the United States?
While taking several swipes at Republican candidate Donald Trump, Biden touted his administration's accomplishments and Harris's role in them.
Because of you, we've had one of the most extraordinary 4 years of progress ever, period. When I say we, I mean Kamala and me.
Harris is riding a historic whirlwind into the four-day convention. Her campaign has broken fundraising records, packed arenas with supporters, and turned opinion polls in some battleground states in Democrats' favor. Earlier in the night, Harris praised Biden when she made a surprise appearance at the top of the program.
We are forever grateful to you.
Later on, former U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton took the stage to a standing ovation. While she too took shots at Trump, who defeated her in 2016, she also spoke of her and Harris's place in a history of trailblazers for women in the U.S.
The future is here. It's in our grasp. Let's go win it!
Unlike most speakers so far at the DNC, Biden did acknowledge the anger of thousands of pro-Palestinian protesters that gathered outside the Chicago Convention Hall on Monday.
Those protesters out in the street, they have a point. A lot of innocent people are being killed on both sides.
Biden added he has been working, quote, around the clock to achieve a ceasefire in Gaza. His administration's position on the Israel-Hamas war, now in its 11th month, has reduced support for Democrats among Muslim and Arab American voters, who represent crucial votes in election battleground states. The protesters on Monday were fewer than the tens of thousands that organizers had predicted, but riot police detained 4 people after a group split from the main march and breached a security perimeter near the convention center.
Package holidays, once popular with the baby boomer generation, are back in fashion in Europe. Soaring hotel and flight prices have revived demand for all-inclusive deals, which had fallen out of favour. Market research firm Euromonitor expects spending on such packages to reach $117 billion this year, up 11% from a year ago, and believes it'll go even higher next year. Noreen Cannon is an Irish tourist who went on a package holiday. Her week's vacation was all about the price, amenities at the hotel, and convenience.
It's a good package for all the family, and the people that we're meeting, they have children too, so yeah, the flight was nice and the hotel is nice for children. It's family orientated, so it's good. Good deal for us.
I love the plane because I get to play my game and my earphones are on.
The resurgence helped Europe's biggest tour operator, TUI, report quarterly results that beat expectations last week. Euromonitor said fixed upfront costs and value for money are appealing, particularly with high inflation. The popularity of holiday packages is a bright spot for a travel industry facing numerous challenges. Travel companies have grown worried the post-pandemic enthusiasm for air travel will slip as travellers are put off by higher fares. Second quarter results by major carriers pointed to tougher market conditions across the aviation sector. Last month, Lufthansa warned of a fall in third quarter earnings. Budget airline Ryanair and rival Air France KLM also reported plunging quarterly profits. Although EasyJet had a better time and raised its full-year outlook for its package holiday business, which made up more than a quarter of group pre-tax profit last year. Package holiday bookings for UK travel company Jet2 are also up 7% this summer.
U.S. intelligence officials say Iran is to blame for cyber attacks on both American presidential campaigns. On Monday, the FBI and 2 other agencies said in a joint statement they had seen increasingly aggressive Iranian cyber activities this election cycle. They also said Iran had carried out influence operations to fan political divisions and, quote, cyber operations targeting presidential campaigns. It backs up charges made by the campaign of Donald Trump earlier this month that Iran had hacked one of its websites. Those accusations triggered an FBI investigation. Trump at that time said Iran was only able to get publicly available information. Officials also say that Iran targeted Kamala Harris's campaign ahead of her Democratic presidential nomination acceptance this week. They revealed that Iranian operatives used social engineering to access key campaign figures, leading to theft and leaks aimed at swaying the election. Iran's mission to the UN dismissed the allegations as unsubstantiated, insisting it has no intention or motive to interfere in the US presidential election.
The Democratic Republic of the Congo hopes to receive its first doses of an Mpox vaccine next week, following promises from Japan and the United States to help fight its outbreak. That's according to Congolese Health Minister Samuel Roger Kamba Malamba on Monday.
I hope that the vaccines will arrive next week. You know, it's really a whole logistics chain, from our acceptance first, and then a few administrative procedures before shipment. But our strategic vaccination response plan is already ready. We're just waiting for the vaccines to arrive.
Earlier on Monday, Japan's Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare said in an email statement to Reuters that it was preparing to provide Congo with Mpox vaccines and needles in cooperation with the World Health Organization and other partners. Their arrival would help address a huge inequity that left African countries with no access to the 2 shots used in a 2022 outbreak, while the vaccines were widely available in Europe and the US. Global vaccine group Gavi said last week it had up to $500 million to spend on getting shots to impacted countries. The DRC's health minister said, quote, Gavi has offered to make the vaccines available and we agreed. The World Health Organization declared Mpox a global public health emergency last week for the second time in 2 years as new variant Clade 1b spread rapidly in Africa. The DRC has 16,700 recorded cases and over 570 deaths, the health minister said.